This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the NSHSS Global Student Voice Series. During this session, other NSHSS ambassadors and I will discuss how a new member can get the most out of their NSHSS experience. I'm Kushi, a rising junior at the Illinois Math and Science Academy, and I have been an NSHSS member since my freshman year and an ambassador since this past spring.
Hello, my name is Emily. I am currently an incoming freshman for Arcadia University. I live in Tallinn, Connecticut. I have been an ambassador since second semester, or sorry, I've been a member since semester of my junior year, and this past fall is when I became an ambassador.
Hi everyone, my name is Tiffany. I go to Roseville High School in North Carolina, and I'm a rising senior. And I just became an ambassador this past fall as well.
It's so nice to meet y'all. So, a question that I wanted to ask you was, how has your NSHSS membership benefited you since you joined?
I'll go first. My membership has benefited me really, really well. I have gained like sense of self and a lot more confidence, and I have gained a lot more knowledge through webinars and through all the information that NSHSS gives me. And I feel like this organization does a whole lot more than just give a title or give away scholarships to those who have earned it. It has a variety of items that anyone who's in the organization could access.
Yeah, and I'd like to add on what Emily said. Although NSHSS provides way more than scholarships, the scholarships are very helpful for you know certain students because there'll be like scholarships in various categories, and I'm sure that like anyone who's a prospective NSHSS member can find a scholarship that's right for them, or they can like look at more information about college or any aid that they need. You can find someone that can talk to along the way once you're a member.
Yeah, definitely going off of what you both said, I think the NSHSS community has been something that's really helped motivate me, especially this summer. I think it's so cool how everyone comes from so many different places and everyone has their own unique skills and talents and interests. And it's just really nice to see everyone bring their own passions to the table and just students collaborating on projects and stuff like that. But also, kind of going back to the idea of scholarships that you two were talking about, do you think NSHSS is only good for scholarships?
Definitely not. Through NSHSS, I've seen the emails with that they join in with other organizations such as Next College Student Athlete for those who want to play sports in college, and then they uh, go with some organizations that help with funding for college. So you get a lot of benefits and a lot of discounts with joining in on both if you're an NSHSS member. And like I've mentioned before, there are so many webinars that give information about stuff like how financial aid works for college. Or one of my favorite that has made an impact for me is how NSHSS ambassadors have a chance to go to Sweden and learn about the Nobel Peace Prize. That was very interesting.
Yeah, I definitely agree. In addition to just scholarships, I've noticed that there are so many things that can help, in particular with the college application process. And like you mentioned, I found the webinars to be really interesting, and especially the webinars where we can talk with previous scholarship winners and just learn from them about their experiences has been very helpful for me. So, I noticed that you guys said that you joined NSHSS not too long ago. So, um, during your experience, what's something that you learned, and what's a piece of advice that you think you should always be giving to new members of NSHSS?
Um, well, it's goes in part with your resume and whatever skills you think that employers would look for. Just go out and do anything, learn anything, because with learning just about anything, it looks good on your resume and it makes you more applicable for jobs. Even if sometimes like you're going out to do woodwork, but you're going for like a journalist job. Learning whatever and having this many skills just helps later in life, even if it's not for jobs. Just go out and learn it all and have no regrets.
I think, like Emily said, it's um, kind of like any interest or passion that you have, you can kind of apply to NSHSS because there's many leadership skills that you can develop when you're in NSHSS, and as well as like other clubs that you can hear about or other opportunities. And there's just always like a way to learn through here. And so I think that you can always do something with that in your resume.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree. And kind of going off of that, um, a piece of advice that a NSHSS ambassador gave me when I was just a member that I would definitely recommend to other members and even ambassadors is just getting involved. When I first joined NSHSS, I was a little bit lost. I really tried to just kind of stay in my own shell and I didn't try to branch out a lot more, but I definitely regret that now because I've noticed that getting involved and just going to different events and webinars and stepping up to do different things and be in leadership roles has definitely helped me so much more and has helped me get connected more with NSHSS and really just uncover everything that it has to offer.
To add on to that, I definitely agree with that because there was this like I can't remember what it was, but it was through like this online Zoom sort of thing where it was like a coffee chat table thing where I met other NSHS ambassadors and I got to know them and I saw how talented they were. And then like there's even Scholars Day where you get to volunteer and you get to help out, but you get to meet and learn so much. You get to meet so many people also from this organization. And I would love to do that. Unfortunately, I can't this year, but something that I would definitely recommend to do for next year and definitely recommend new ambassadors to do it and even members.
Yeah, for sure. So, do you guys think that there's anything that you gained from NSHSS that you weren't initially expecting when you accepted your invitation? Like, I know for me, coming into NSHSS, I was just expecting a lot more like academic and scholarship opportunities, and I was kind of expecting to be able to go to webinars and stuff, but never did I expect NSHSS to help me with growth outside of my academics, like just in my personal life. I've noticed that being a part of NSHSS, especially as a member and going to events like the one today, has helped so much more with boosting my confidence. And by nature, I'm a very extroverted person and I enjoy public speaking. So I love how NSHSS gives me an opportunity to just kind of energize myself through stuff I love and still just get better at it.
Well, for me, it was the what I mentioned earlier, the confidence in myself and kind of like that personal growth and seeing how someone, an organization that is dedicated on leadership, seeing that and someone recognize me as leader just kind of like built that confidence inside me and built that title inside me where I was looked at myself and was like, yeah, I'm a leader. And I didn't really have expectations because I didn't know what this organization was, but that's definitely a huge benefit and something that I truly love.
I remember when I was a member, one of my favorite things to attend was the virtual college and career fest, where you got to talk one on one with ambassadors, and then that's kind of why I wanted to become an ambassador, and also talk with like organizations and other schools that have partnered with NSHSS and talk one on one with them, ask questions, see like, when you can join, any other information. I thought that was really, really cool.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what both of you said. Something that I forgot to mention earlier that I have absolutely been loving is just watching the other ambassadors do their takeover. And while it was really interesting for me to do my takeover and take everyone through my day, I love watching everyone else's so much more just because it really helps show how diverse NSHSS is. And something that I never really expected was to kind of become really close with a lot of members in the community, especially the ambassador community, and become a part of their projects and have a lot of them hop onto some of mine. And it's just been really nice to make a friend circle through that. But kind of moving on from that question, do you guys think that NSHSS is more unique from the other clubs and organizations that you might be involved in at your school or in your hometown? Or if you do think it's different, how so?
I well, with any organization or club at a high school, it doesn't have that level of sophistication that this organization does. And this organization is it's got so many years behind it, so much history behind it, and so much experience behind it, where it gives that level of sophistication, but it also gives that title, that personal title for every member or part of the student council, part of the ambassadors, that fills them with confidence. And honestly, it gives them a nice set of expectations for this organization to help keep the community up.
I think something that is different, and this is something that you can't really get from maybe like a smaller school or a school that has like it's filled with students, is how easy it is to reach a large audience through something. You can just easily like send out a message, and then hundreds uh, of other students, of high school students, will see that. And as well as like in the panels and discussions that we have access to, there'll be like people from different areas that will just like talk, say like why they got into NSHSS, about their experience, what they're doing, maybe if they're like having a startup or something like that. And I think it's really eye-opening. Um, and you get really creative when you listen to other people too.
Yeah, that's definitely a really good point. And for me, something that I wanted to add on to that is I just love how there's something for everyone. While I love the clubs and organizations at my school and in my town, I noticed that most of them are just like suited for a particular like niche group. And you have to have a certain skill set or a certain interest to really fit into that group. But at NSHSS, there's just really something for everyone, whether you're interested in graphic design, learning how to grow social media platforms, or like public speaking and promoting NSHSS. There's always something for you to do. And because the community is so diverse, it's really easy to fit in with everyone.
Yeah, to add on to that, I've definitely seen like there's so many opportunities for just about anyone where you don't have to have like that specific interest or set of skills because always going to be more opportunities later on. Like there's this one where it's like you can, do what Goshi is doing, where it's like controlling it, or you could just publicly speak, and it's really unique and awesome.
I definitely agree. And I want to ask, so like, since you talked about how you have an interest in public speaking, was that something like you picked up through NSHSS, or did you like have that before joining?
So, my interest for public speaking, I honestly don't know how it started, but I would say that NSHSS has definitely helped me grow so much. Um, just like with my confidence in public speaking and talking to people that I don't necessarily know. Like I'm on my speech team and student council and stuff, but when I talk at those events or competitions, it's usually in front of people that I know or just small groups of people that I'm comfortable with. And NSHSS has helped me grow in the sense that I've learned to be comfortable with the uncomfortable and learn that when I share my ideas with other people, even if I don't know them, it's always going to end up in good things here at NSHSS. So, what are some of your guys' interests that NSHSS has helped you with?
Definitely helping out the community. Like, I definitely remember this past Easter for the not gift baskets, but baskets of hygiene products, and even for Christmas, there was the stockings of hygiene products. You collect a bunch of hygiene products, distribute them in the baskets, and then you give them out to a local outreach center to help out the community. And that not only boosted the care packages, not only boosted my love for helping out the community, but it gave me a sense of that's what I really, really want to do.
That's really sweet. I love that. And also, I think kind of going off of that, it's been really cool to see students take the community service opportunities that they get at NSHSS and start their own community service projects and nonprofit organizations. I don't know how much y'all have heard about other projects that ambassadors are doing, but I've been seeing some amazing projects, especially this summer, and I'm so excited to see what everyone's going to do with them.
Um, yeah, I know like making nonprofits, that takes like so many steps and it's a lot of work. Something that I'm trying to create is starting a club at my high school with another student, and I think that I can look for NSHSS for like ideas or questions since like I'm new at this, and I can like talk with other people who are also new about this but also like experienced students. Um, so yeah.
That's one thing about this organization is it gives ambassadors, members a sense of like leadership, and you can do it. So then they go out and do and create such accomplishments like these.
And that's really cool. What kind of club are you trying to start?
Um, I'm creating called I'm we're thinking of naming it a student alliance, and right now we're trying to uh, have like a fundraiser. Our goal is $100 to have a to make a $100 scholarship, and it's a club. It was started for minority and first generation students, but it's like it expands to all students, anyone who's looking for any information on college, because we'll give like, oh, like college tours are happening right now, like if you're looking to medicine, these are some great schools that are having some tours going on this week or stuff like that, and as well as information that doesn't really get out in our high school, such as like the pathways or about like dual enrollment. um, I'd like to like share with other members and kind of give like a helping hand.
I love that. That's a really cool idea. I wish my school had something like that. Emily, have you been working on any cool projects lately?
Unfortunately, no. The summer got really busy and really hectic, but hearing all of these stories about others doing stuff like what Tiffany's doing, and then having the opportunity to make a nonprofit organization is inspiring me to do something like that.
I do want to say that it's important to have good intentions and make it for the right reason, since that will definitely show through like what you're doing. Um, and you know, if you're really passionate about it, then it's going to last long. The products you're going to do. If it's not, then you know you might just like fall out, and then you might be like, oh, I wasted my time on something. So really find like something that you're genuinely passionate about, even if it like I guess doesn't relate to your interests. It's important to branch out, and as well as like creating a club. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do something like nonprofit. You could do something for your own interests. um, you could do something maybe even like for profit, because that still shows that you have initiative, and you can be a leader.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of sharing a personal story here, but I started a project when I was in middle school. I was really interested about water conservation and just making sure that there's equality in the world when it comes to resources like water. Since I've noticed that, especially where I live, water is something that a lot of people take for granted. And when you look at the statistics, you realize that it really shouldn't be something that's taken for granted. And so, from all that information and my passion in middle school, I programmed a smart irrigation system type thing with sensors and stuff. And it's just been a really cool product that I've been working on for the past few years now. And kind of going off of what Tiffany said about doing stuff for the right reasons and being passionate, I've noticed that being passionate about this product has definitely what has been what's kept me going. And having people around me to motivate me has definitely helped me like break out of my shell and like go pitch at contests. And like right now I'm working on getting a patent for my product, which has been quite the process. And recently I was invited to join like a branch of Forbes to work with like other innovators. And I just think that like it's unreal to me how much a small like piece of motivation can get you. So definitely just like stay motivated to anyone who's watching this and like just pursue whatever you're passionate about.
I honestly want to say congratulations on that. That's awesome. That's amazing. Go
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, that is so impressive. I actually want to hear more about that too. But I think like since different locations, they definitely like there's different opportunities available for the general public. What NSHSS does is like since it's like from people like all over. You can hear like about these different opportunities, and there's ways to even get opportunities outside of your state. So yeah, but that's definitely congrats to you. That's so like impressive. I think that's so cool.
Thank you. Yeah, so like I was thinking of just a fun question that could maybe help us get to know each other a little bit outside of NSHSS. And I found a really cool question that got me thinking. So I wanted to ask, if you were a drink, what would it be and why? And while y'all are thinking about that, this is what I was thinking a little bit earlier. So if I was a drink, I would probably be lemonade or like pink lemonade. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I think of pink lemonade or just lemonade, I associate it with like happy and just colorful, bubbly vibes. And I think that's a pretty like solid representation of my personality. Like I just love being around other people and I'm very outgoing. And I just love lemonade, so why not?
I think I would just say water because I'm simple. Because I'm simple. I don't know. Um, yeah, I mean, I definitely would say that too about like bubbly lemonade. But I don't know. You could always use some water, you know?
I would have to say something not general, like give like a specific name to it, like pink lemonade or water, but like something that's colorful and fun, something you would like get like a specialty drink that are not alcoholic, but only given by one specific restaurant, or something like you can order off a special menu from that restaurant. Because I kind of see myself as something like sparkly and fun and just kind of crazy, something that's colorful like that.
I like that. So, if anyone doesn't have anything to add, thank y'all so much for watching, and that concludes today's NSHSS Global Student Voice series. I really enjoyed it, and it was so nice meeting both of you and talking to you.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, thank you for
Thank you.
seeing this. Thank you for hosting this.
This conference will now be recorded.